Okay, let's get started. Camera rolling? Excellent. Welcome to week 7. It's like summer outside, right? That's great. So I want to thank you guys again. The team project presentations on Thursday were awesome. I spent a lot of time getting you your evaluations and stuff, so I hope you have time to read through those. And I'll get into that in a moment. So if you have any questions about why things are done like they're done, or any suggestions or any comments, please let me know. I like to find out about problems before the end of the quarter online evaluations, because it doesn't make sense to complain about something before I have a chance to, work through it. So please let me know if there's anything that you don't understand or any problems that you're experiencing. Okay, standard forms. I want to make a pitch for the Meet with Dave sign up. It's the last 3 weeks of the quarter, basically, because 3 weeks from today, you'll be doing your final presentations. So now would be a good time to talk to me to make sure that your activities and the course of your project is a good one that will lead to success. So I can help out in that. So please sign up once more to meet with me to make sure that you have the best outcome you can from the projects, your project. Upcoming class sessions on Thursday, we're going to the Magical Bridge Playground, which will be tons of fun, and it's not going to be raining, so thank goodness. Next Tuesday, we're going to hear more about exoskeletons from a research faculty member here. And a week from Thursday, in this very room, we're going to have the Assistive Technology Fair. I got about 20 vendors coming from the local area to show you things. Product services, some of them are going to be on a desktop, some of them are going to be outside, some of them are wheelchairs and stuff. You'll be go around and check them all out and ask them lots of questions and have a fun time. On 2 weeks from today will be the film screening, not in this room, in the atrium of the Peterson building. Everybody is welcome to attend, even community members. I'll send out announcements on all this stuff. And then to end up our guest lecture series, Ralph Hotchkiss will talk about wheelchairs in developing countries that he's been playing a part in for many years now. So that ought to be a great way to end the lectures this quarter. And week 10, so again, 3 weeks from today, the final presentations, just like your midterms, but more practiced, and describing all you've done during the quarter. And for the last, the Thursday of week 10, is when you bring your projects here. We'll set up on tables, and everybody will check out everybody else's project, and everybody will ask those questions that they weren't able to ask during presentations. And there will be burritos. Okay, there'll be a sign up for that too. Okay. Yeah. All right. So again, map out what you have to do to the end of the course. Make a list of topics or activities that you need to pursue. Make sure they're assigned to somebody, and be vigilant to make sure that everything gets done, because I know this is a tough time of year for your other courses, so you have to make sure you schedule your time appropriately, and that's a hard thing to do. So back to the evaluation comments. There was 33 people who filled out those evaluation forms, so you got a lot of comments from a lot of people, and I bet you got a whole range of things, some of them good, some of them bad, some of them like off the wall. So, how do you evaluate other people's evaluation of you? It's a tough thing to do. I get upset when one person says I screwed up, but maybe that's just just that one person. So you get a lot of conflicting comments. And there may be comments, good and bad, about a particular detail. So maybe if you have 2 good comments and 2 bad comments, they sort of cancel each other out. I don't know. So, everybody has a different way of looking at things, different things that they focus in on. And their level of understanding of your project is going to be different too. So all evaluations are very subjective. So, so you have to take what you see carefully. Some people might have misunderstood what you presented, or thought maybe your project was your final project and ready for market and stuff like that. So so some of the evaluations may not be really relevant to what you've really done. So how do you make sense out of all this? So the best thing I can do is tell you to go through all the comments and take to heart what people say. I mean, you know about what you did, and you should take some of those comments and say, is this really something I should look at or not? But you got to be your own best critic of what you're doing. So if you have a question on that stuff, please let me know. So make an honest judgment of all the evaluations that you got. Okay. And I should mention that your midterm reports are due on Thursday, but if you need another day, you can email me with a request for an extension, a 1-day extension. And I spent a lot of time getting the scores on your midterm presentations, and most everybody was packed pretty closely, so so everybody did a great job. But you should really put a lot of effort into your final presentation, because that counts for twice as much as your midterm. So take the comments from last week, take the comments from your midterm report that you're going to be submitting, and do your best to make a really good final report and presentation. Okay. We're not going to do a discussion topic because Peter has 294 slides. So he's going to do one every 12 seconds. So we'll check it out. So this Thursday, we're going to the Magical Bridge Playground. Going to be tons of fun. You have a question? Yes. You guys did a good job in keeping to the 7 minutes. That was really good. And for the whole last Thursday, we only went over by 2 minutes, which is like a new record. So whatever you did to practice to get it down to 7 minutes, do that again. Okay. But it's going to be a little bit harder because you have more to talk about. So there's going to be some stuff that you're going to have to either eliminate or minimize and get to the crux, the end of your project. But Magical Bridge on Thursday, and it's going to be clear weather. And this is some of the things you're going to see. People spinning around like. No, you'll have a chance to spin me around as fast as you can. So for no other reason than to do that, you should have a lot of fun. Be practicing your balancing on this slope disc, rotating disc. There's a slide hill that you can slide down the slides or slide down the grass, and all sorts of fun on swings and stuff. So everybody should come away smiling. So what we're going to do for Thursday is use the same drivers and passenger list as we had for the VA. And that's this list right here. So pass this around. If you're a driver and can't make it, please indicate such. And people who need a ride will find there's some spots open there. So just put your name down on there, okay? We'll see how this works out. So here's where we're going. We're going near the corner of East Charleston and Middlefield, but before Charleston. So basically go out of Stanford, make a right turn down El Camino or Alma or Middlefield. But it's probably good to go over to Middlefield before Charleston because that's the best way of finding where to turn. Okay. So if you're going down Middlefield, there's the new Mitchell Park Library, which is a good landmark. And you're going to turn into this parking driveway at Abilities United and park by the end of the tennis courts. And here's a picture if you're flying in. So you're going to be coming down Middlefield and making a right turn over here, parking over here, and walking around the tennis courts this way to the Magical Bridge Playground. So I have this map available for you. It's sort of hard to see, but here's Adobe Creek, and I went past this intersection yesterday, and there's a big vertical now hiring sign, green sign that says now hiring. And you're going to be going all the way down to the end where the parking lot is. Okay? And the Magical Bridge Playground is in that tree area there. Okay, so here's a blow up. Adobe Creek, where you turn in, where you park, and where you walk around the tennis courts. I think you have to walk around this way. Okay? Going to be a lot of fun. Okay. So today we're going to have Peter Axelson. He came all the way from another state just to be here for you guys. So we'll get him set up. But there's an opportunity after class today to go across the street to Gott's Roadside and have dinner together. I know there's some community members who want to attend, and I'll be there. So if you can make it, that'll be great. Yes?
So did you want us to arrive at Magical Bridge Playground by 4:30 or leave here by 4:30? Since you said you were arranging pickup times.
Right. If you can leave earlier, you'll be there longer, okay? But, I mean, I understand that some people might have classes and get there a little bit later, but so I'm thinking, if you have a class and have to leave at 4:30, you should be there at 4:45, but people will be congregating before then, okay? So make your best effort to get there on time because it is going to be a lot of fun and you don't want to miss any of that, right? Any other questions on that? So, is there anybody that would like to join us for dinner? I know this is short notice, but we have a bunch of people already. Yeah, I know. And I think Rhea will be there too. Of course. Okay. So let's take a little bit of a break. Sign in if you haven't done so. There are some handout sheets there of Peter's talk and evaluation form. There's also a few more handouts for the Magical Bridge Playground. So check that out, and we'll see you in about 3 minutes.